Some of the reasons, I already gave you the reasons for interpersonal language, because the reason that you are here is to find out how to do it. And so I'm not going to go through all the reasons why we do it. I'm going to give you ways to do it and how. So let's start with, I'm just going to do some very simple things. The first one is a donut share. And a donut share is where you stand in a circle. Can you 4 or 5 ladies come up here and make a circle? If this room were bigger, we'd all get up and do all of these things. I apologize. During my summer class, we do it all. Okay? Make your circle. Now turn around and face your backs to the people. Turn your back on your friends. Face the other way. Now, would you 5 ladies each go stand in front of one of those ladies? I'm sorry, gentlemen, I didn't mean to just get ladies, but you are tokens here. We love you. We love you.
Used to it.
Matter of fact, I'm looking for a male teacher if I can find one for my school next year. So if anybody's, I would take a female, but I really would like, because I have a class full of like 11 boys. So, okay, now, this is called a donut share. And the job of in the donut share is that they will then be asked to share something. So let's say yesterday in science, we studied digestion. And I'm going to ask them to talk to each other about, for the person on the inside to tell the other person, this is now some transactional language, what the first part of the digestive system is. Now, they probably don't know. My kids know, but they might not know. And I will give you a hint. So tell each other. Okay. Now, I'd like the people on the outside, after you've been told, to walk 2 steps, 2 people, to the third person from you. Which way? Hi. Now, tell that person what your partner just said to you. Oh my goodness. Was your partner right? Is it the mouth? All right. And now, this is very simple because I wanted to give them simple because, we don't know for sure if they know anything when they come to us today. So you can sit down later. But the neat thing is, you can do this not only with transactional language, where you take content that you've been working with, but you can do it with, what did we do over the weekend? We can do it with, what was your favorite part of the novel that we just studied? But the important thing is that you don't just have them switch and tell the other person what they said. You then say, Johnny, what did your partner say to you? And so Johnny now takes what Susie here said to Jane. Jane is now in front of Johnny, and Jane is telling Johnny what Susie said. And he says, well, Jane told me that Susie said this. And then we all look at Susie and we go, is that what you said? So there all of a sudden you have this thing called assessment. Okay? I know whether Johnny is an active listener, and I know whether, and then I can track it back to see whether it's Jane that's a poor listener and gave the wrong information, or whether it's Johnny who's the poor listener, or whether Susie didn't express herself well. And I can immediately, through observation, know what's going on with my kids. Donut shares are amazing. My kids love them. We make a big circle on the floor. One kid faces the other, and we work, and you can use it through all 3 of the kinds of language. Whether it is say, we memorize poetry in our classroom. Reciting poetry is really important to us. So what I may do is have them come and sit down with their partner and tell the poem that we're memorizing that week. And then they'll move to another person, and the person across will tell the poem back. And then we'll talk about how many errors, did we do it right? What did you like about what they did? What would you do differently? Those kinds of things. The same with our content information. It's just a way to check information and to have kids share. Okay?